everyone, and welcome back to Fight to Test podcast with me, Tess Jewson, and my husband and co-host, Terry.
Hello everyone.
Last week we spoke about our PH friends and how we have become good friends with many couples. We also mentioned how important it is to become a part of the PH community, as you will get so much support and advice from other PHers. I can't believe we're in a new month, November. My birthday next week, World PH Awareness Month, and also PH Week here in the UK. I always love getting involved in PH Week, as it's a week dedicated to raising awareness for this condition.
And it's a week of me spending more money on your birthday, eh?
Well, you didn't last year, so I expect something big this year.
Okay, always expecting, aren't you?
Of course.
Well, on top of your birthday, you do get involved in many campaigns with the PHA UK. And you also post daily some PH facts for a week on your socials. It's good that this week brings PH people together to bring it to the forefront.
Yes, it's fantastic as PH is still a rare condition, and each year I always hear from someone who has learnt something new about PH. It's also great that it's not just those in the UK that are getting involved in raising awareness. As it is PH Awareness Month, it's great to see PHers from across the world raising awareness for it too. It's also good to see the PH associations from across the world coming together and joining forces to spread the word.
So why is it important to you that you raise awareness for PH?
It's very important to me because when I was diagnosed, I felt alone and scared. I don't want others to feel the same. I want them to know that there is support out there and that there are others out there who are fighting a similar battle to you. Basically, to let people know they aren't alone. I also think it's important that people see my PH life. Social media can be all smiles and happy news, but people need to understand that when bad PH days or weeks hit, it is devastating and it affects our lives dramatically.
Yeah, it's true. It's not always the same as what you see, is it?
No.
People don't really know what happens behind closed doors, and they are led to believe that what they see with you is how you are all the time, which obviously isn't true. Do you think you gain anything from your raising awareness campaigns?
Well, I've gained many followers.
Are these the followers on your podcast that are willing to follow you on Apple Podcasts and Spotify?
Go on, give us a click and subscribe. You know you want to.
It really helped us quite a bit.
Yeah, thanks. We wanted that little interlude in, didn't we?
we really tried to sneak it in.
I have a solid network of people who follow my PH life, and it's good for them to see and understand what I have to go through each day. When people share my posts, there is always going to be someone new who has never heard of PH. So having reached out to that person makes me happy. The more people that know about PH, the better.
You get involved with many awareness campaigns, some on your own and some led by the PHA UK. What have you done so far, and what have you done so far this year?
I love getting involved with the PHA UK. The PHA UK are the biggest PH platform here in the UK, and to be asked to be part of their campaigns brings me such joy. I've mainly been interviewed by the media team as part of their awareness videos. I enjoy telling my story as it lets people know how far I have come since my diagnosis. This year I was interviewed again, and we spoke about the invisible aspects of living with PH. Each time I shoot a video with the PHA UK, it means my story reaches more and more people, and hopefully people will start to understand the condition. I've also been interviewed by the BBC Radio, and many listeners have reached out to me afterwards. It's wonderful to hear from new people and receive such lovely messages. And finally, I've been featured in many newspapers over the years. Probably seen me in quite a few, haven't you?
Sorry, I kind of went away there. There was too much going on.
Ha ha.
Yeah, you certainly put yourself out there, didn't you?
Yes.
So I assume by how much stuff you just went through, do you enjoy raising awareness?
Yes, I love it. Each year the awareness campaigns get bigger and better, and to be part of getting PH out there is very important.
So I can see how important it is for you, but how about the listeners listening today? How can they get involved with raising awareness for PH?
You can raise awareness in your own way, whether it's through social media, word of mouth, printing off the posters that the PHA UK share on their PH website, or just talking about it with family and friends. I'm sure there'll be someone who wants to listen about your condition and will want the best for you. So get your story out there. Be proud that you've come so far, even though you've got PH. It's a battle worth sharing, and it's a battle that you should be proud of.
No, that's great advice. It's always good to actually do something than do nothing. So do you think you'll always raise awareness for PH?
Of course, there will always be someone that will listen to my story, and if that one person shares it with someone else, then the sharing will continue. I may only be one person, but with other PHs out there doing the same, I hope that one day PH will stop being known as a rare condition.
So then, what is your hope for the future with PH?
My hope for the future is that people will recognise PH as a serious chronic condition, and it will be as well known as other conditions such as MND, Alzheimer's and cancer. There are so many conditions out there, and I know everyone raises awareness for the condition that is close to them. I hope that PH will soon be a condition that doesn't get misdiagnosed, doesn't take too long to diagnose, and is taken seriously. There isn't a cure for us, but as I always say, there's no cure, always hope.
I think my hope for the future is for you to eat your bread crusts and drink some more water. What do you think?
I think a cure will come first for PH.
Yeah, a cure in our lifetime would be amazing.
For sure. Well, thank you for listening. Please do get involved in raising awareness for PH. Remember, you can do it in any way you like, and I'm sure someone will listen. Don't forget to subscribe to us for this podcast, because again, we're raising awareness for PH every week. Follow us on social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and email any questions and your stories to fightertestpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you again next week. Take care. Bye.
See ya.